Hello everyone and welcome to the class. My name is Audrey and I'll be your teacher today. Today's vocab lesson is about politics. So we'll have a few words about politics. Some of them you should probably already know and some of them are going to be new. So if they're a review, just make sure to pay attention to the definitions and make sure you've got the right definitions in mind. And in just a moment we will get started. Okay, great. Welcome, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started with our introduction. So, everyone, I'd like you to tell us your name, tell us where you're from, and since today is about politics, we're going to have a little comment on the politics of your country. So, whatever you want to mention about the politics in your country, just go ahead, and that's how we're going to start. So, we'll start with Ahmed. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Where are you from?
I am from Saudi Arabia.
Okay, great. And give us a comment about the politics now in your area.
Seriously, I'm not into politics. That's why I'm not able to talk about that.
I'd like you to tell us your name. So for you don't pay attention much to the politics?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Even news, I don't watch news. I prefer. I'm interested in technologies more. That's why.
I see. Well, can you tell us anything that's going on currently in your country?
Okay. I'm not sure really because at the moment I'm not in Saudi Arabia. At the moment I'm in the UK, so I have no clue what is going on over there.
Are you there studying?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us anything that's going on there in the UK?
Okay, no problem. About politics, I have no clue as well. But the weather is very cold these days. Very changeable, you know. You can see 4 seasons in one day. That affect my health. That's a problem.
Okay,
So,
good.
yeah.
Great. Let's go to Citra. How are you?
Hello, hello, Audrey. I'm fine.
Hi,
Great.
can you hear me?
Introduce yourself and tell us where you're from and
No?
a little bit about the politics in your area.
So we're talking about politics.
Yes.
About the politics. Actually, I'm not very good in talking about it.
It seems to be a trend. Maybe politics is not the most popular subject, but it doesn't have to be very specific. Just tell us what's going on in your country.
What's going on? The election of the presidential will be held 2 years later, and also for the just the representative of the people in 2 years later.
Okay, good. And what country are you from?
From Indonesia.
Okay, great. Now we have Goulet. Great, and give us a comment. Goulet, are you there? Now in your area. Okay, maybe not. Let's go to Leonid.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Russia.
Okay, great.
I've been living not far away from Moscow, actually.
Great. So give us a comment about...
What do you want to know else? What?
Give us a comment about the politics in Russia now.
Politics. I think it's okay for Russian people. It's developing. It's a good financial situation now. Well, what do you know about politics? Because I don't know. And if you heard our government forbidden to take.
Too much to the politics?
That's right.
Okay. Okay, good. We have Lorenzo next. Well, can you tell us anything? Lorenzo, are you there?
Hello everyone, I'm from Italy, and now we actually are with the new election after the government of, yeah.
Okay, good. And tell us a little bit about that election.
Of Monty. Do you listen to me?
Yes, yes. Tell us a little bit about the election. Do you follow politics a lot?
I hope Monty will return to government because the other not very much because I don't believe in all those politicians.
Okay, yes, I see.
They are all ancient.
Okay, let's go to Manuel. How are you?
Hello, hello, very well. My name is Manuel. I live in Spain. Here, the the people don't trust about them because I think that the politics only want to earn money and they don't solve the problem of the people. And in Spain, the politics are very bad. A lot of they only want to take money and go to the beach, more or less.
Yes, I see.
You know what I mean?
I see. Yes.
I think in Spain, perfect is the worst country in the world for the politics. They don't afford to make the life of the people better. They only wanna win money and buy a big house, buy big car, and sing this.
Yes, I see. Is anybody else from Spain?
They don't worry about the people.
Is anybody else from Spain that can speak to that? Maybe not. Okay, good. Thank you, Manuel. Pavel, how are you?
Hello, my name is Pavel. I'm from Russia. I would like to say that there is a rise of political activities in Russia recently, and there was such an event as the Russian Parliament made a law according to which the American people cannot adopt Russian children anymore. This law was a repercussion to the act of the American Parliament, in which the American Parliament took some actions against the corruption in the Russian government, for what I personally am very grateful. And so I think this is one of the most loud cases in Russian politics.
Yes, that's very interesting because I haven't heard of that. But thank you for sharing.
I think Audrey, you have heard about Magnitsky Act.
Yes.
This is it. This is it.
One question to Leonid. I say that you say before. You say that in the United States not permitted to get a child from Russia.
Yes. The American only American people cannot adopt Russian children, and not the citizen of another countries.
Because it's not permitted or for the Russian government or for the United States government.
Adoption. You take a child in your family as your own. Adoption.
Yeah.
I think what Manuel is asking is it prevented by the Russian government or by the U.S. government?
It was as a repercussion, a retortion, a response on the activity of the American Parliament targeted against the corruption in the Russian government. So firstly, the Americans made their own law in which they, how do you say it? In which they have forbidden for certain Russian officials to come to America to keep their finances in America, and on this, the Russian Parliament have forbidden to adopt children to American citizens.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, very good. And then let's go to Tom.
Yeah, hello. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. So, hello everyone, I'm Tom. I'm from China, but I study in Finland now. So, when you talk about politics, I almost know nothing about Finland's politics, but I do know something have happened in China. So recently, there's activities about the battling the censors about some newspapers. So there's a newspaper in the south of China, and maybe some guy of the government have a hand in their publicity and have done some bad things to change or to modify the contents that will be published. So some of the citizens know that and become very angry about that. So and the activities become even more bigger than usual. So it maybe is so rarely have such demands being out so openly. So a lot of people and to say they want freedom. They want the freedom of the speech. They want freedom of press, and but of course it doesn't help much. But more and more people stand out to speak what they want to speak, and there's another thing about the policy of the traffic lights. So the rules have been changed of the driver should stop when the traffic light turned yellow, and it affects a lot of people because sometimes before a lot of people just see the yellow lights and they don't slow their speed. So it affects a lot. So many people don't really get used to it. So maybe really it's come to a mass actually. So a lot of traffic system has been so so it's also have some conflicts in it. So a lot of people just say that some leaders or some regulators, some lawmakers just think about themselves and just take it for granted and not really do experiments in the reality. So it has a lot of they criticize a lot.
Yes,
So,
I see, and that's interesting. So you said the policy of the traffic lights has changed to where you have to slow down for a yellow light. Is that true?
actually, you should stop
Okay,
when
stop
you.
before the yellow light.
Yep. So a lot of people really not get used to it, and
Yes, I
it's
can
very hard
imagine.
for them to change so quickly. Just for 3 days, it's very hard for them.
Yes. Okay, great. That was a very good comment. Let's go to Yusuf. Are you there?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. I'm Yusuf from Yemen, and I hate politics, of course. And if I'm gonna talk about politics in Yemen, so the situation is unstable because Yemen is going through a popular revaluation against the president and against the government.
Okay, I see. Yes. So you're one of those people that just hates politics, doesn't like them at all.
Yeah.
You see, there's a lot of those people. Okay, and let's go to, we have Igor. Have you presented yourself?
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. My name is Igor. I'm from Republic of Moldova. Do you know this country?
I've heard of it. Tell us about it.
It's between Romania and Ukraine.
Okay, great. And what's going on politically in that country?
Nothing interesting. It's all quiet, and they argue politics, and it's all like usually.
Okay, well,
they argue, and it's all.
That's good as long as nothing too bad is happening, right?
Yes, nothing too bad.
Igor, is there talk about uniting with either Ukraine or Romania or Hungary or Moldova?
Could you repeat that, please?
Is there a talk in the political sphere about uniting of your country, Moldova, with either Ukraine or Romania or Hungary?
No, with Hungary, no, and with Ukraine, also no. Maybe with Romania, because some politics talk about it, but this is nothing, something serious. This is only they talk. But we are independent country at the moment, and this politics only talk for reasons that they want people to vote for them. But in Russia, I want to ask how people support Putin, Medvedev, how they look at this tandem.
May I answer, Audrey?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Well, you know, it depends. The more it differs, the more and more. So last years, the difference in the people of Russia grew larger. So many people are stronger opposing to Putin, and many people are stronger begin to like him stronger. So there is the society isn't as united as it was, let's say, 5 years ago.
And how many percent of vote for Putin in reality? I mean, not what they show on TV, but in reality, how do you think it's real that Putin have 16% or 15%? I don't know, 17%.
I think he has about 50% for now. He has that, but this figure lowers.
One question, please. What language do they speak in Moldavia?
In Moldavia?
Yes.
We speak two languages. The language of state is Romanian language.
Romanian?
Yes, but also we speak here Russian. Russian and Romanian.
Russian and Romanian. But,
yes.
But you say before that they are the politicians talk about the union with Romania?
They talk, but this is not something seriously. They only talk at the surface, and it's not something that it's relevant and it will be. I think it not will be.
Right, yes.
In near years.
Okay, very good. Very good. We're going to go ahead and move on because this is not a conversation course, surprisingly. But thank you guys, everybody, for talking. It was very good. We're going to go and introduce, we have Isan. How are you? Are you there, Isan?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes.
Hello guys, I'm quite excited to join this session. My name is Isan, I'm from Morocco, and I'd like to improve my spoken English.
Okay, great. Tell us where you're from again?
Morocco.
Okay, good. And do you have a comment about the politics there?
Yes, actually, we're all involved, so we're interested to what's going in our countries. Recently, everything has been changing in some countries, Arabic countries, so we have see bad things in television, and I hope everything's going to be okay for those countries.
I see, very good. Okay, what we're going to do is go ahead and start with the lesson. Again, you guys are very talkative, so thank you for that. So let's go ahead and pull up the vocab. And as I said at the beginning, some of these words are going to be new for you, and some of them are going to be review, but let's just go through them. So the first word we have is abolish, and we have a new student. Adam, how are you? Are you there, Adam? Okay, maybe not. Let's go to Igor. Igor, could you read us this example of abolish?
Abolish. Slavery was abolished in the United States in 1865.
Right, abolished. Good. So what does the word abolished mean? Have you seen this word before?
To get rid of.
Right, exactly.
Cancel.
To get rid of. Or to end, exactly. Okay, so any questions about the word abolish? To abolish. It's a verb.
Anybody or?
Yes, anybody can ask questions.
Abolish is surprise. Is to surprise some law. For example, abolish. I think that in this phrase is about the forbidding the people, the black people, slavery. I don't know pronunciation very well. This.
Well, it means to get rid of. So yes, it could be by law. So slavery was forbidden or abolished. That's correct. Okay. Any other questions before we move on? Okay, great. Now our next word, we've got boundary. Isan, could you read us this example?
Yeah, sure. For this boundary, you must have a passport to leave the boundaries of your country.
Okay, great. So give us a definition of the word boundary.
It's a border, right?
Right, exactly. Border.
Frontier.
Good. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, perfect. We will move on. Bribe. Maybe some of you who do not like politics think that there are a lot of bribes going on, right? Okay, Leonid, could you give us this example? Could you read this for us?
Bribe. The man gave the judge a car as a bribe.
Perfect. So what is a bribe?
Gift for politics.
Right. So it could be any amount of money or a gift to influence somebody in power. Okay? Any questions?
No.
Next we have campaign. Campaign. Lorenzo, can you read us this one?
Yes. We will see who wins the election after the campaigns are over.
Okay, great. So how would you define campaign?
Campaign is something that the politicians do, and after the elections we see the result, isn't it?
Well, the campaign happens before the election to try and influence voters to vote for the politicians.
Yes. Campaign is something that politicians do in order to win the election.
Right, exactly. Okay, any question?
No.
Next we have urban. Urban. Mahmoud, are you there? Okay, we'll come back. We have Manuel. Could you read us this one?
Yes, urban is a place, a small place where, well, not a small place exactly, but it's a place where live a lot of people in a small space. For
Right.
example, New York is a big urban because in New York there are a lot of big buildings and there are a big rate of population.
Right, good. So there are a lot of people, a lot of big buildings, businesses. Urban is very city oriented. Good. Okay, next we have ally. Ally. Pavel, could you read us this one?
It's important to have many allies in times of war. Ally is a person or a party who is friendly to yourself.
Right, right. So it could be a friend, or in this case, talking of politics, it could be a country who is friendly with you and helps you during times. Okay? And it's important to remember this word ally, when it changes to the plural, you add the IE. So instead of ALLYS, you add the IES. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Any other questions? Okay, the next word is boycott. Boycott.
Boycott понятие. Urban.
And we have a new student. Fausto, could you read us this one? How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Hi to everybody.
Hello.
So, boycott. Raquel boycotted the restaurant because they treat their workers poorly.
Okay, great. Make sure to pronounce the name at the beginning of the sentence is Rachel. Rachel.
Rachel. Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So what does this word boycott mean?
Yeah, it aims to something that you don't like, and you some kind of to avoid because you don't agree with some behaviors that the stuff that you don't want to consider they had.
Right, exactly. So it means to avoid a place or a product because you don't agree with some of the things that the company does. Perfect. So what are some other things that people have boycotted in the past?
The elections, for examples.
Right. You can boycott the election if you don't want
Yeah.
to vote for anybody who's running. You can boycott the election and not participate. So in this case, it can be a powerful political tool for citizens. Okay, very good. Are there any questions about the word boycott?
No.
Is a boycott
Great. Next we have Summer.
sorry, is
Sorry?
a boycott a synonym to the word lockout?
Lockout, you said?
Yes.
It depends on what kind of lockouts you mean.
I was asking, is a boycott a synonym to lockout?
Not necessarily, because a lockout usually is the administration preventing citizens from going into a place,
Okay.
and a boycott is from the citizens' perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so next we have suburb. Suburb. Igor, could you read us this example?
It's much calmer. How to read the calmer word?
Yes, calmer.
It's much calmer to live in the suburbs of a big city. It's a place near city, suburb.
Right, so the surrounding area around a city. Does anybody live in the suburbs?
I live in a small city who has not a suburb. So where I live, there aren't suburbs.
Yes, that's me too. I don't live in a big city, so there aren't suburbs around where I live. Okay, very good. So any questions about suburb?
Where do you live?
I live in Alabama, in the state of Alabama.
Where city?
It's called Auburn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, very
We'll
good.
come to you, Audrey.
We'll come to you and see.
Okay, I'm a little scared.
We're joking, just joking.
Yes, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Next we have Riot. Riot. So we have Isan. Could you read us this example?
Yeah, sure. Riot. There was a huge riot after the election results were announced.
Okay, great. So what is a riot?
Maybe people doesn't like the result of this what has been announced. Maybe.
Does anybody else have another idea?
No, I have a question.
Yes.
What is the name of the riot?
Can anybody explain riot?
When a group of people take a street, and then where I don't know, maybe where do you hear me?
Like manifestation.
Yeah, so it could be a huge group of people are upset about something, so they're running through the streets and protesting.
Okay, thank you.
So in this case, the election results were not what the public wanted. So there was a large group of people that were angry about it. Okay? Is that clear to everybody? Okay, next we have combat. Combat. Leonid, could you read us this one?
Combat. We have soldiers ready if combat is necessary.
Okay, great. So what is the meaning of combat?
Some manage, maybe.
Can you say? Yes, battle. Battle is right. So fighting or battle, anything like that. Or maybe even war. Okay? Ballot, this is a word pertaining to the elections. Lorenzo, could you read us the example?
Make your choice on the ballot.
Okay.
How we can read ballot? Ballot.
Ballot, yes.
In my opinion, ballot is I don't know. Actually, don't know.
Okay, does anybody else know what a ballot is?
Election.
It's a vote. When you have to vote.
It's put something to the box.
Right, it's the page that you use to put your vote.
Okay.
So when you're making your choice on the ballot, that's where you mark who you would want to win the election, and you turn in your ballot, and then the vote is counted. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we have rural. Rural. Manuel, could you read us this one?
Rural. Transportation in rural areas can be difficult. Rural area, in many cases, is a place or is an area which doesn't live anybody or little people, or is used for make agriculture or they live or in this area live a lot of grammar or there are grammar.
Like an area with not as many people. It's basically the opposite of urban, right?
Urban. According with the transportation, it could be an area with a lot of mountain or very difficult to transport people or other type of material through this land.
Right. So transportation could be difficult for several different reasons, perhaps because there are mountains or because there are not many roads in that area.
Exactly.
Right, very good. Okay, and now we'll go to empower. Empower. Pavel, could you read us this one?
The government should empower ordinary citizens to delegate to give or to delegate well some how do you say it? Well.
To give the permission to do something.
Right, that could be it. To empower.
The discretion. The word is to give somebody the discretion to do something. This is what I wanted to say.
Right, that's good. So to allow or also to give power in general. So empowering ordinary citizens means giving them the power or giving them more choices in their own government. Okay? Next we have unite. Unite. Adam, could you read this one?
Unite. Everyone needs to unite so that we can be successful.
Okay, successful. So what does it mean to unite?
I don't know.
Does anybody else know what it means to unite?
To consolidate.
To become whole.
To come together.
To join.
Okay. Right, to come together, to join, to become a group. So everyone needs to unite or come together, work together, so that we can be successful. Okay, very good. And Adam, where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
Okay, great. You weren't here when we all introduced ourselves, so can you tell us a little bit about the politics in Poland?
About politics in Poland?
Yes.
What do you want to know? Because I don't know what can I say.
What are some things that are going that are happening right now in Poland?
I don't know exactly what. I don't know.
Tell us about the anti-Russian rhetoric in your government.
Could you repeat?
The anti-Russian rhetoric in your government, if there is one.
You know, we have our government is, I think, that is divided, because we have some politics who don't like Russia, but other one wants to cooperate with them. So, you know, it is hard to say.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, very good, very good. And we'll go to the last word, which is to forbid. And this word we have used in this conversation already, but we'll go ahead and read it. And let's see if Luis is there. Are you there, Luis? Maybe not. Okay, let's go back to Fausto.
Yes, to forbid the new laws forbid illegal immigrants from attending public schools.
Okay, great. So what does it mean to forbid?
Not to that you know, the immigrants are not allowed to attend public school. So it's you deny to all
Right, that's exactly right. So to not allow or to deny, prevent. Those are all good. Okay, perfect. Any questions about to forbid? Everybody understands okay? Okay, so it seems like, are there any other questions?
Excuse me, to forbid is the same that prohibit?
Yes, yes, they're synonyms.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other questions about any of the words that we went over?
No.
Okay, very nice. Let's come back. And we'll just go ahead and go on another discussion about politics. So we'll open the floor. Does anybody have another comment, want to comment about the politics there, or ask any questions, since we have a wide variety of students from different areas?
I would like to know, I hear before that Adam, where do you live, please?
I live in Gdynia, in Poland.
Ah, in Poland. No, I heard before you say that Poland have some problem with Russia, or not?
With which? With what?
No, I hear before, or I misunderstand that Poland, the politicians from Poland have some problem with the politicians from Russia.
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 I can't say that they have a problem, but
no, I don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing. I question this. I don't know.
Okay,
I would like to
understand. They don't have a problem, yes, but I think that our politics, you know, our history is showed us that this tough topic I don't know.
Yes, that's good. And Pavel, could you give us sort of the Russian side of that
Yes,
argument?
my point of view is totally the same as Adam's. Russia and Poland have a long history of wars, of seizing power of each other. Did I say it right? To seize power.
Yes, correct.
So one time the Polish king was also a Russian king. Another time it was the other way around. So it's a it's a long, interesting story. And not so long ago, Prime Minister of Poland crashed on the airplane on his visit in Russia.
Yes.
But
It was a president.
the president and his brother was also a high official. So
But
it's a long story, but
yeah.
we will find a common ground one day.
Yes, there's a lot of tension there in that relationship, correct?
Much less tension than it was during the Soviet times when Poland had Solidarność, this civil movement against the communist party, and so now Russia has no communists at power, so now it's much easier.
Okay, very good. And we have Ahmed. How are you?
How are you having? How are you all? Just I
Fine.
want to ask someone in the United States, as you, about the physical cleft. Can you explain it in 2 minutes or more?
Can you ask again?
I inquire about physical cleft in the United States economic.
Oh, yes, that's a big problem now in the United States, and
Yeah.
one that we're constantly going over. You know, the Republicans and the Democrats are constantly fighting because they won't give up their stance, you know. So yes, it is a big discussion. If you turn on the news, that's just about the only thing that will be on is about the fiscal cliff. Personally, me, I don't watch the news that much either, so I can't give.
Maybe there is a problem with her connection, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we lost her.
Yeah.
Pavel, in what city do you live?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
In what city do you live?
The city is Perm.
Perm. But Leonid, what city do you live?
Electrostal close to Moscow.
City named Elektrostal?
Yes.
Oh, first time
What about?
I know. What?
It's 37 kilometers from Moscow.
I didn't know about this city.
Where are you from? What your city?
Chisinau, Moldova. It's near Russia.
Yes.
do? To
Um,
are you trained
it
enough to do so?
it doesn't require hard training, so you can do this if you are any fit. If you not smoke or or eat too much, you can do it after a year of riding.
And this area where you are planning run with your basic